All right. So we officially made the fall off point for most podcasts.
Yeah, we passed. Woohoo!
We passed. We have a bunch of episodes that we published, and a lot of podcasters don't make it that far.
Apparently, that's what ChatGPT said.
Yeah. So, Cassie and I were reflecting on kind of the podcast, where we wanted to go, just thinking about what the future of it looks like, and I think we have landed on doing seasons.
Yeah, I think that seasons will help us break up what we want to talk about, because mental health is such a big topic and there's so much to dive into. So I think breaking it up into smaller segments will just make it more digestible, and then will help us have some direction. I think we started this with, we're just going to kind of see how it goes, and it's gone really well. We really enjoyed doing this, but we want to feel like we have more of a direction. And I think having seasons will help us feel a little bit more composed with the types of guests we're bringing on, what conversations we're having, and kind of the topics we want to hit on. Yeah,
personally, I've loved sitting down and talking with all the guests that we've had on so far. It's you do an episode and you leave so energized.
Yeah.
And it's been really cool to experience. What are some of the conversations that have had, a big impact on you so far?
I think that talking to Mary from Philomena Birth, the doula, I think that as a mom who's postpartum, it's just very validating hearing things from her about people's experiences, mental health journey. I think that some others that really stick out to me, the dietitians that we've had on, all such great information. Honestly, everyone has just brought so many good points to the mental health space. And I think what surprised me, not that I was expecting much less, but just how much everyone truly is an expert in their field.
Yeah.
Really,
yeah.
I was just so impressed by everybody.
Yeah, I mean, even having Corey on too, like one of Modern Therapy's own therapists.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I know we provide good therapy services, but like talking to him about that,
we're not usually on the other side.
We're not usually on the other side of it. Yeah, so that was really cool.
Yeah. What about you? Who were your favorites?
Yeah, I loved hearing from our own team members. I think it's really cool to kind of see their expertise, how they work it into working with us. So that was a really cool episode for me.
Yeah.
I loved all of our conversations.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to move into the next phase of the podcast.
I am
season
too.
2.
Yeah. Wait, I think before we talk about season 2, we never really introduced ourselves to our listeners, right? So we kind of just started and we're like, we just want to, obviously we own a therapy practice and we know that that is a really important part of your mental health journey, but also we're only with you for an hour a week. So what can you do outside of that to better your mental health and wellness? And that's the angle that we want to take with this podcast. Having guests on right away, we never really got a chance to introduce ourselves and share our story.
We kind of just jumped into it.
They don't even know who we are. Maybe by now they do a little bit.
We'll rewind. Let's do a little
let's
intro.
Rewind. Let's back it on up.
So we are Brandon and Cassie.
Hey.
We're a married couple who are also entrepreneurs. We started Modern Therapy, our outpatient mental health practice, back in 2017.
The year we got married.
So we got married and Cassie got licensed, and I was working more on the business end of things in sales, corporate sales, and we just kind of said, "Hey, let's start a practice." And
we both quit our jobs.
Sold our house.
Sold my car.
Sold the couch.
Literally everything in the house. We were very lucky at the time that when we were selling our house, a buyer had come to us, and she was like, "I like your furniture. Can I just buy everything in your house?" And we were like, yes, because we're on this entrepreneurial journey. We don't need stuff. So, and I was also in a very minimalistic phase of life, which was convenient timing. So we moved to a studio apartment, just the two of us, no furniture. I think we left with like 1 carload worth of stuff. And we're like, we're just going to start fresh.
kind of a scary, but also exciting time period.
Yeah. It's easier when you're younger.
Yes. Yeah, we were a lot younger then.
We're like, worst case, we serve tables like we've always done, and you can make really good money doing that. So we weren't really too concerned.
Yes. So that was 7 years ago, and we started as a telehealth company. which is just basically virtual therapy, online therapy. And online therapy's been around for a long time, since the 90s, but not everybody was doing it. Back in 2017, there were a couple of larger companies that were doing online therapy at scale, like BetterHelp, Talkspace, and we saw kind of what they were doing, and really thought that this is like kind of the future of where the field's going. It's more convenient for clients and for therapists, really for everybody. So we launched as a fully telehealth company, and got a lot of pushback.
Yeah, insurance companies weren't covering it at the time. So we opened in person, which is the office that we are currently sitting in. And then COVID hit. Everyone went remote. Insurance companies started covering it. Our therapists loved being remote. No one really wanted to come back into the office. So we were fine with that because that's what we had wanted from the beginning.
Right.
So all of our therapists are remote now. So we turned the office into a content studio.
Yes.
Which is where the podcast is born out of.
Yes. And, we see a lot of clients on a week-to-week basis just for individual therapy. And I think this podcast has been a fun way to get mental health conversations out to people, that it's outside the 60 minutes that take place within a session. It's outside of geographic barriers. So we as a company are really driven to make mental health care more relatable, more convenient, less intimidating, because really mental health is everything.
Yeah. Anything to show that every field and discipline has something to do with mental health is going to hopefully enhance your mental health, or there's things we've talked about that don't enhance your mental health. And I think that just having these candid conversations and bringing these experts in has just been really refreshing. And so that's the plan. So all right, we're all over the place. We're going to talk about season 2.
Yes. Season 2.
Okay. So season 2, we are going to, it's pretty much going to be titled, where's the title?
Everyday mental health habits.
Everyday mental health habits.
Something like that.
Something like that. So season 2 is going to be everyday mental health habits. We haven't decided how many episodes, probably 10 to 15. And we're still going to bring in experts, but we're also going to have our own conversations where we just talk about everyday habits for your mental health. So we want this to be really just easy to digest information that anyone who is either struggling with their mental health or just wants to improve it, or you already feel like you're in a really great spot mentally and you want to keep that going, these are really good tips and people who can help you do that.
100%. And it's funny. I was like just watching something online, a video, and it shared a pretty interesting perspective. And it said that, people are very quick to label depression, anxiety, and it's kind of like, well, maybe let's take a look at your habits. Let's take a look at like your life, and maybe not all of the factors are internal. Maybe there's a lot of external things going on here, that some simple changes, some simple adjustments can help bring those anxiety levels down. They can help improve depression and kind of get the ball rolling. So we're super excited about this. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you for all of our new listeners who have followed us on this journey so far. Yes.
We hope to just keep putting out really great content, having these awesome conversations, and now hopefully you know the direction for the next couple podcasts.
Thanks for listening.